Spurs news. Tracking down.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us for the Spurs news. Today we're going to talk about what has happened yesterday and today. We're going to start with the headlines. Veteran is expected to move on. He's not wanted at the club anymore. And then Robinson says he would be disappointed to see this player move to another club. And also we have the Swedish connection. And Joe Hart completed his move. Now we will talk about all of this and more in the video. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. And please don't forget to click on the link here to watch the game predictions for the Champions League tonight and tomorrow. Thank you for watching the Spurs news. Let's spur our way to glory. Robinson says he would be very disappointed to see Harry Winks move on to another team because he thinks that he can develop a lot more at the Spurs and he has a lot of potential and the Spurs is the right team for him. Now, our opinion here at the Spurs news, we think he is right and Harry Winks has a lot of potential. We talked about him a lot of times and I think that Harry Winks will do great things if he stays at Tottenham. Now let me know what you think. The next is Joe Hart. I don't know why Joe Hart joined our club. I'm not going to say I'm disappointed, but I'm going to say that Joe Hart completion or move is just rather sarcastic and a waste of money, to be honest. In our opinion at the Spurs news, that we don't need a backup for Gazzaniga. Gazzaniga is probably better than Joe Hart. No disrespect to him, but he's not good enough. Burnley didn't want him, so why are we keeping him or why are we bringing him to the club? To be honest, just a move I don't understand, and it's a waste of money for me and in my opinion. Let me know what you think, and please comment below. The Swedish connection. We've talked about him already before. Robinson Quaison. He is a player that has a lot of potential. He had scored 13 goals and 2 assists in 32 appearances. And he plays in the Bundesliga for Mainz. He has a 6.86 and he's a Swedish international. Great signing. I believe he would be a great signing if we are to bring him. He has a lot of potential. He is able to do a lot of things that we would need, especially for a striker that will be potentially replacing Harry Kane at some point or being a backup for him or playing alongside with him. Now, this is what we think at the Spurs news. Let us know what you think. Aurier is still a target for AC Milan. AC Milan can't make up their mind because of the valuation that Daniel Levy has of Aurier. Now, if Aurier doesn't move on, we cannot get a better right back. This was clearly said or clearly reported by a lot of pundits because, for example, Chilik will not come to the team because of that. Then they're going to bring us to another report. We're going to talk about one of the potential targets for the right back position. One of our other targets as a right back is Max Aimens. Everybody knew that it was a connection that we've had for a few months now, and a Sky Sports pundit claims that this is not a deal that will happen because Max Aimens will not break into the right back position as a first choice member of the team because we have better options, because he's not at that stage yet. He's a good prospect, but he's not a great player right now, this moment, to be a first team member of the Spurs team who are competing for Champions League, Europa League, and other positions in the table. So yeah, Max Aimens, I would agree with this pundit. I did say that Max Aimens is not a good move for us. I didn't think it was a special move. To be honest, I think it's a good move for the future, but we have a lot of potential future players that could play this position. We need someone right now. And I think for us to get someone right now, we've talked about maybe Chilik is a good prospect, and we've talked about Castagna from Atalanta as a great prospect. So I think these two options are much better than Max Aimens. But as I said, first of all, Aurier has to move on. Aurier and AC Milan have to get creative because Aurier states that he is interested in the move himself and would rather move to the Italian Serie A because he's gotten a lot of stick from the Spurs fans. Ben White is a 22-year-old. He played for Leeds as a loan, and he's one of the players from Brighton. Now, they slapped a 50 million valuation on him. That's crazy. We are interested in him along other teams such as West Ham, I believe, and Chelsea. But for us to actually get this player, we need to pay 50 million. Now, our opinion at the Spurs News, this is a deal that's never going to happen with Daniel Levy at the helm. Now, we've talked about Pochettino on this channel before. Pochettino had a great career with us, great serviceman. I don't think he doesn't have any values. It's just what we wrote in the thumbnail in the previous video. What we think here is he did make a mistake saying that he would never coach Barcelona. It's against his values, things like that. Now, he might have shot himself in the foot for doing so, because the Barcelona players, or the elite players, the senior players, don't want Pochettino to come and coach them. I don't think Pochettino would have wanted to come anyways, but keep your window opportunities open. Don't shut them yourself. And you're at the end of the day, you're a coach. You need to work, and you can't be just sitting around waiting for the perfect job to come around. We all know that there is no such thing. There is a report saying that Hugo Lloris will renew his contract and will extend it for about 2 years. I am all for this. Hugo Lloris deserves it. He's a great player. He's a great leader. I think he will do phenomenal things. Now, let me know what you think. Leon Bailey is 22-year-old playing for Bayer Leverkusen. He's interested in a move to the Premier League. He has 33 appearances in the Bundesliga, 7 goals and 3 assists. Now, Leon Bailey is interested in joining the Premier League, and he could get that through the Spurs. I think this is an unnecessary transfer. We have a lot of wingers. I don't think Leon Bailey is the perfect fit for us right now. I think we should go for somebody that plays more down the middle of the park and be a backup for Harry Kane or sub Dele Alli. We don't have that creative player, or a player that shoots a lot from down the middle. We have a lot of wingers that shoot a lot. Lucas Moura, Heung-min Son, and so on. Okay, this is a prospect or a target that is valued at 16 million. He is from Aimens and is a striker. His name is Sergio Aurier, and he could be coming in from the French Ligue 1. Okay, he had 9 goals, 1 assist in 23 games. He's valued at 16 million. In our opinion, this is a perfect signing for us, because the value is very good, the price is great. Now, this is obviously a talent that can score a lot of goals. He can play down the middle. He's a striker, and he can fill in the gaps when Harry Kane is injured or not able to play, and sometimes partner up if possible, if the formation allows it. Now, yeah, this is a risk, because Ligue 1, we've tried a couple of players that failed miserably. So it's a calculated risk. It's a low risk, because 16 million, how much could you lose if you want to sell him back? Maybe 5-6 million. That's nothing in today's market. So yeah, we would go for somebody like him. Daniel Rose is another player that knows he's unwanted at the Spurs team, or he's not necessarily wanted to stay, and he will not have a position at the Spurs if he is to stay. But he said he will gladly sit out his contract until the end of it. So I urge Daniel Levy to move him on for any price possible, and get as much as he can out of this sale, because Daniel Rose is just planning to sit down and do nothing for the next 11 months, as he knows he's not part of the plans. He's not trying to seek another club. He's not trying to do something about it. He just wants to waste time and sit around. Spurs news, tracking down every detail. Transfer news, every gossip, every finished move. Game predictions, analyzing.